Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona. And I love to go live and like today, record a video for you showing what I've been working on in my craft room here in sunny Arizona. Stampin' Up's September through December 2024 mini catalog is now live, and it's filled with just a whole bunch of really fun products for fall, winter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all kinds of different occasions and holidays that we all like to craft for. So today I'm going to show you a fun fold using one of the brand new bundles in that new catalog. Show you a couple other samples and just show you how that fun fold comes together. So let's pop down to my my craft table, and we'll show you what I'm working with today. So today I've decided to work with the Winterly Treetops stamp set and the coordinating dies. You can find them beginning on page 30 of this mini catalog. 30, 31, yep, those, it's all detailed there. It has a stamp set with coordinating dies. I will tell you, take a look at this set. So the sentiments don't necessarily say Christmas. We have a thank you, a thinking of you, and a friend sentiment to go with that. So you have the option that if you want to make holiday Christmas cards with this, you can. And if you don't, it's not necessary. There are some coordinating dies, and you'll find that the dies cut the images for the birds, this little single bird, and this sprig. And it also comes with this really fun, like fern greenery die as well. And there's some really fun techniques going around with those as well. This bundle also comes with some coordinating designer series paper called the Nests of Winter. So I'll just show you real quick those pieces. You can see what's really fun is that the dies do trim out, they die cut certain parts of that designer series paper. So too, if you want something that's already colored and all ready to go, it's ready to go. You just die cut them from that designer series paper. So that's one sheet of that. The red berries make it so you could use it for holidays if you want to. This is a little bit more holiday festive as well with the berries, more neutral here. Some trees with some little birds on there. Some other flower images. More birds with another background. And a wood grain. This is really neutral, masculine, as well as this side too. And then this one, this side, super fun for like scrapbooking, or you can just use that to cut cards, put a sentiment on, and you are all ready to go along with that background right there. So that's the Nests of Winter, and then I just showed you the Winterly Treetops as well. So I did create, this week I had a bunch of classes for in my home, and we worked on fun folds. So this is actually the fun fold that we created during class this week. So you can see that obviously is a Halloween card using that fun fold. Well, I just wanted to show the versatility of this fun fold by making another fun fold, the same card with the Winterly Treetops. So here's the first one that I came up with, and I didn't want to make it holiday. I wanted to show you something a little bit more neutral, and that's that fun fold with thinking of you always. And I've also made some cards that you could marker the thinking of you to make it suit whatever you needed. Let me quick show you two other cards, neutral cards, that I have created with this this bundle. So I just colored the bird there with a little petal pink to go with that designer series paper, which is not part of the winterly or the Nests of Winter. And then I created this one using the die cut piece from the designer series paper. So I am going to work today and give you the measurements to make a card similar to this, but I'm going to try to make it with a more holiday flavor. So let's get started with that. I have a piece of basic black cardstock, which measures 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. And that is scored at 2 1/2. I recommend having a bone folder for this to make the creases, give it a good burnish here on both sides. I'll leave that just out for you. This is a piece of basic black 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and that is scored at 3/4. And let's put this card here so you can see it. And we'll give that a good burnish as well. All right, and so this is where it's not tricky, but kind of the directions I'm giving, that's in a book fold. So I want to put the adhesive on this front flap. And that will make sense here in a second. So then I am going to attach, there's my my adhesive. I used my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I am going to attach that piece to the side of the card. And if you can try to get it in the middle, that's fine. If it doesn't end up in the middle, that is fine too. So the trick is just getting it to that creased edge to line up with the edge of the card. So you've basically created the piece for your fun fold. And then we can put some of our pieces on. So I do have a piece of that Nests of Winter. I love that birch background there. And that measures 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So let me put that on the front. I will try to include these measurements in the YouTube video. But you can always call and ask me questions. Not call me. I mean, you can call, but sometimes it's easier just to leave a message or to text. Alrighty, I thought that I had my little piece of this all ready to go, but let's grab some designer series paper and cut it. Which one do we want to use? So I was using this little bird sheet, so I'll need to get my trimmer, and that needs to be cut at 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. So let's do that. 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. So I think I'll go 3 1/4 this way and 2 1/2 this way. You did not see me cut that, but that's going to fit perfectly right in there. All right. So yes, if you can just cut what you need. If you want to make a whole bunch, cut all of those ahead of time. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of that piece and put that here. Now, as you can see on this card, I did have just a blank inside, and it just seemed kind of, it needed something. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of that birch, and that's 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I've cut a basic white, And so when you close it, that's what it will look like. And I kind of like that. So that white piece measures 5 1/4 by 2. So I will first add the little birch piece. And you tell me what you think. I kind of like it that way. So you have, and every time you make a card, you learn a little bit about what you like and what you don't like. And not everything's going to be perfect the first time around. So you just have to give yourself some grace and have fun. Have fun. Experiment. The most fun I have is when I sit down with a brand new bundle and just try to create and see what happens. And it's just so fun to see what I come up with. Sometimes I like what I make and sometimes I don't, I'll be honest. All right, so then what I've done ahead of time is I have die cut that bird image from the designer series paper. Love that that's all ready for me. And then with the stylish shapes, circles, I have a piece of designer series paper. I did bring in a holiday sentiment, being that set doesn't have any, from the Hang and Ornament. I'm just going to use All is Merry. And one of the coordinating colors in the cardstock is Cherry Cobbler. So I'm going to practice first. Then I'll put the little, there's those little design on here are little bird footprints, pretty cute. So I'll just put this little sentiment down here at the bottom. And then I can put it on the front of my card. And I want to be sure that when I put it on the card, that I don't glue the card shut. We kind of want to see those birds, so I'll be sure to make room for them. So I'm going to put my adhesive on this side so I can, so that when we open it, it's not going to be glued shut. I need to put the bird with Bird and His Berries with Stampin' Dimensional. So let me grab a few of those and add those to the back. So pop him up a little bit. And you could do that flat if you wanted to as well. All right, I think that's enough. And then I'll just place him on the front in this little circle. So you can see how I've made I started with my Halloween fun fold. That uses the Halloween Spells designer series paper, by the way. And then transitioned to using the Winter Julie Treetop bundles with the Nests of Winter designer series paper, just for a generic thinking of you card, into a holiday card. So I just love all of the possibilities. But I think this needs something. I don't have any of the Cherry Cobbler berries. I must admit I used them all. So I'm just going to create my own. And I think I've shown these on my videos before, but I am going to create my own berries or my own gems, the Cherry Cobbler, by using the Stampin' Blend. I've just grabbed these Opal Rounds assortment. I love the Night of Navy ones, but I am going to color the clear ones with Cherry Cobbler blends. Bear with me. And okay, that's not working. Let me see if you know what? They don't want to be colored. That doesn't work. So let me grab my other gems. And I do have these rhinestone jewels that I have colored as well, so they're all ready to go. And I will place those on my card. Well, we learn something new every day, don't we? All right, so I'll just place a couple of those just to give it a little added interest. All right, so there we have just a fun little fun fold using the Winterly Treetops bundle, the Nests of Winter stamp set to make a fun little holiday card, which could also, I'd say I did show these samples a little earlier as well. And lots of different things you can do with this, with the dies. I'm sure I'll be showing more. And that's where the fun fold started for today. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed and would like to see more videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Visit me online at kimplayswithpaper.com. And thank you so much for watching my video. Much appreciated. Until next time, happy stamping, everyone. Bye-bye.